Well, Love Island has already been blamed for the collapse of civilization as we know it. Now it's been blamed for limiting the vocabularies of our children.
A primary school in Bradford has clamped down on using the word like, which featured in last night's show 87 times. Let's have a look.
Like, today is like a new chapter.
If someone wants you, like, they'll go out their way to come get you.
It's not
It's just like
Like a good boy.
like, I just don't fancy people straight away.
Give me a couple of minutes just to like out what you just said.
May have a point. Is the show dumbing down children? Joining us now, Love Island 2018 runner-up, proud user of the word like, Laura Anderson. And also joined by journalist Sian Griffiths, who thinks schools should encourage children to stop using the word like in this way. Because, Sian, using it as, I think, it's like the equivalent... It's like the equivalent.
See? You're using it. It's not bad.
It's the equivalent of saying Instead of umming and ahhing, we're saying like.
Or dumb.
Yes,
or dumb.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was writing this story last week for the Sunday Times, I was really pleased that this school had taken this step. It's a primary school, it's in Bradford, and the head teacher was being driven to distraction because when the teachers were asking a question to the children, they were coming up with, what's it like? Well, it's like, I think it's like...
No.
And they're trying to teach these children to be eloquent, to be articulate, because they think it's really important for their future.
Actually, sorry, I disagree on that point. Because if you're asking someone what's it like,
yes,
then that's absolutely the right use of the word like. It's when you're using like out of context that it's the problem.
Well, no, because if they say to the children, what did you think of Toy Story at the weekend? And the kids come back and they say, well, it was like, I think it's like... Sometimes it's...
Yes.
Yeah,
then
it's far...
Then it's out of context.
Yeah, and there are some sentences in Love Island where people are using it 17 times in a 2-minute clip.
Yeah, Laura, my problem is it makes you sound utterly stupid to just use like as a form of punctuation. Why would you do it? Why would you do it all the time to make a point like? Because it sounds so cretinous.
I use it a lot, I think.
Why?
Because it helps you, it gives you a moment to think, you can pause, you can make a
Why don't you just
decision.
pause? Why don't you just stop your brain moving? It shouldn't be that
Because it's
hard.
how we speak.
And then just,
I don't think there's
literally
anything...
have a pause.
There's nothing wrong with speaking in an informal way. There's times to be professional and there's times to speak with your friends or whatever. Yeah. And I think in school we should be focusing on...
What's that got to do with saying like 87 times in 1 hour?
It becomes a habit.
That's not everyone. That's how many people are in the villa. And it is a habit, but I don't think it's what we should be focusing on. I don't think it's a negative. I think it's just, perhaps it is annoying, but is it really going to benefit the pupils as much as it just annoys you?
Because you're not using the word now, and is that because you're very aware of how you're speaking?
You know, I think you can use it when you're speaking to your friends, like I say, but if you're doing a dissertation at university or if
now you're thinking about it, and now you're not using it. It's very interesting.
I'm not actually thinking about it.
We're having a very interesting social exercise, right? Now you realise how dumb it sounds. You stop doing it.
I don't think it
so
does.
It's actually lazy. It's a lazy punctuation mark.
What's wrong with being lazy sometimes?
But I feel the same way. I would feel the same way if you were using the F word as a punctuation. Which some people do.
That's a swear word. I mean, there's so many worse words out there that we could be focusing on.
The problem is, I think it becomes a habit. It becomes completely embedded.
Totally.
I think the head teacher's right, because if you pick it up at the age of 5 and you stop kids saying it, then you can cut it out. Whereas I think once it gets to,
Why do we feel the need to control children so much? Let them express themselves.
We don't want our kids to be raised as a bunch of Vicky Pollards. That's the bottom line.
And I think also there's a big thing about the difference between private school kids and state school kids, and the reason that schools are really starting to pick up on this, state schools, is because in private schools, kids are taught not to speak like this. They have debating societies. I mean, people like Piers, become incredibly eloquent and articulate, and that makes a huge difference when you go for top jobs.
I think I've been quite successful.
Listen, I went to a comprehensive for 6 years, right? Yeah. I didn't end up speaking like a Neanderthal. Right, there's no requirement because you go to a state school to sound stupid, right? I know lots of people at state school who don't sound stupid.
Can I just say, have you noticed how often you use the word right?
Well,
you use right in the same way that people on Love Island use the word.
Where does it stop?
Well, I've already picked up on this myself. This is why you know about it, because Des Lynam, the great broadcaster, emailed me to say you use the word right too much as punctuation.
Right.
I think he's right. I think I did.
Right.
Ironically, he was right. Right? Everybody can tell. Everybody. everybody can improve the way they speak.
we can, but
what
you
they
can't
shouldn't
pick
do is
one
be
word.
lazy and refuse to acknowledge it.
You can't pick one word and say, oh, no one can say this. I mean, are the teachers going to adhere to this as well? If they say it, are they going to go to this word jail? You need to lead by example.
Word jail, that
The
sounds
kids
good.
that watch Love Island, they're basically being told how to use like as a machine gun punctuation mark, and secondly, their fat lips, right? Everyone on Love Island has to have fat collagen implants, right? I don't like this kind of ridiculous subliminal thing we're telling kids. Come on, have your fat lips done and say like all the time. It's like, be better than that.
You just said it's like.
I think I came across really well on Love Island. I'm 30 years old. I'm not a child. I think you're generalising a little bit, you know? I think I've done
We
well.
just shown the
It's a
clip from
stick to
last
beat
night's
Love
show.
Island.
87 likes in 1 hour last night.
But
We're
it's
not generalising.
It's not offensive.
That
They're
is
not
more than one a
swearing.
minute.
Sorry, just a quick word to the editor. Can we just count up how many times Piers Morgan says right
Yes.
in an average programme?
It's probably more than 87.
Yeah, and I bet it is. Can we ask also, Laura, I know you're watching, aren't you, this?
Yeah.
What do you think of Maura?
The Predator.
Oh, Maura the horror. That's what I call her.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I don't like her. I mean, the way she's acted is just outrageous.
I mean,
Why?
actually going on that show and thinking you can just have sex with random people. It's
No, that's not what it's about. Look, the British public, this
But
is
that is
such
what
a...
it's about, isn't it, Laura?
No, because I think it's about people falling in love. Not that many people have sex.
Falling in love?
Yes,
Do
on
me
Love
a
Island.
favour, for God's sake.
It's Love Island. The British public are obsessed with Love Island because they like to watch people fall in love. The same we love rom-coms. We love it, don't we? It's not
Isn't
about
it also
sex.
about sexual chemistry and
There's nothing
flirting and
wrong with sex.
seduction, though?
You have sex, Piers.
How do
Oh,
you
my
know?
goodness. How do
Well, you look like a happy man.
I just find the whole idea of Love Island, they go in there, and there's only one point of going in there, just to randomly get off with strangers, right? I've got no problem with that, but the idea we're watching it on TV...
I wanted to meet someone.
Huh?
I wanted to meet someone. I thought that was a nice
Who
thing.
did you meet?
Well, my boyfriend now, I kind of met him through it because he used to be on Love Island, so
Yeah.
we met through the same
Your boyfriend
people.
was on Love Island? Mm-hmm. God, what are you talking about?
Love Island.
He was on the first series, so we met kind of through that.
Oh,
So-
what's his
so
name?
Max.
Oh.
Yeah, he won it, series 1. So
He won the first series of Love Island.
There we go. Love Island produced Love for
I'm
You.
really happy.
Congratulations.
So it's not all
Well,
bad.
you're all happy together. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.